Hey there, it's Tara Baines with Busy Bee Bookkeeping, and we're just going to walk through the steps on connecting your bank to QuickBooks Online bank feeds. And the disclaimer is that this is in no way giving your bookkeeper access to your bank, nor can they see the accounts that are not listed here in QuickBooks. Like, for example, if you have all of your personal under one bank, uh, by connecting your business checking and credit card accounts, we are not able to see those other accounts, only the ones that you give access to QuickBooks. Um, this is in no way allowing us to have, to do any kind of external transfers of your funds or write checks or anything like that. This is simply taking about half of the data entry away for your bookkeeper. So, essentially what will happen is that your bank will speak to QuickBooks and it gets updated throughout the evening or manually if you need to update it throughout the day. And then your bank is telling QuickBooks that certain deposits happen, certain expenses happen, and then it sits in a holding tank waiting for us as your bookkeepers to tell it to assign a vendor and to assign a category and then push it to the register. So when it's complete, this is what it will look like for you or for us whenever you're in QuickBooks. So in our sample company here today, they have one checking account, one savings account, and a credit card that are linked to QuickBooks. Now, when I log in and start to work on bookkeeping, I always select update here, and that's going to give us the most recent transactions. It's your bank talking to QuickBooks and giving us the most recent transactions that have come down through the pipeline. And then again, it's just sitting in what we call, this holding tank, waiting on your bookkeepers to assign the vendor and then the category and push it to the register. So once you review it and once you assign the category, then for example, this is a match, so we're going to hit confirm. It goes away from this holding tank and it's now in your bank register because it actually happened and we've assigned the category and the vendor to it. So that's what it's going to look like when we're finished. And then we would just be able to toggle through the different accounts and access those expenses and deposits for you. Now, the first step in connecting, and I went ahead in this sample company, we're going to select bookkeeping, and we want to look at our chart of accounts. So I added this sample checking company, and you can see these are the ones that we were just looking at, this checking and the saving, and the little black arrows means that these bank feeds have already been hooked up. The most recent checking account that I added is not connected. So we're going to do a drop down and then we're going to select connect bank. Now from here, if this were a Chase bank, or if it were regions, if it's none of these that just populated here, then we're going to type in regions and it's going to bring up a regions account. Okay, so here I can't go any further because this is a sample company, but this is where it's going to ask you your username and password for regions. So you would enter that and then follow the prompts. You'll probably have to send yourself a two-step authentication code. But you would just follow the prompts from there. And then again, the password and username that you have entered, we cannot see that. Oftentimes the bank feeds have a glitch and come undone, and we have to reach out to you as a client to ask you to reconnect those. We have no access to passwords or usernames unless you've given that to us as part of your bookkeeping services. So as you just feel confident that as you're entering this information, you're not providing it to anyone else. So you would just enter your login and password for the particular bank or credit card that you're hooking up, and then just follow the prompts through. Now, if you already have a couple of accounts hooked up, like this particular sample company, then you should be able to, from this banking page, select link account, and it's going to do this, take you to the same place, ask you what account you're linking, and then you would just follow the prompts from there. But if you do not have any bank feeds already established, the best place to get there is, if you're on this home page, is to drop down to bookkeeping and then chart of accounts, find the account that you want to connect, use your drop down, and select connect bank. I hope this helps.